ordinary everyday objects, let's say like this glass I can hold up, the water that's in it. We can conceive about this, we can think about it, we can describe it all we want to. But you ever notice that when you take anything, literally anything, and you describe it as much as you can, like you kind of exhaust your ability to describe it, there's always, after you've done that, an element of inconceivability. There's always, you can sense intuitively, there's something that your description didn't quite capture, right? So imagine that you could describe yourself in any way you wanted to, and someone would sit there 8 hours a day and listen to you for a week. And you would just describe yourself hours a day. You might do it through your history or what you like or what's happened to you or what's your ideas about things. It could be, you could choose any way of describing yourself. But imagine that after a week of doing that, after describing yourself till there's quite literally nothing more you could say, even if you imagine doing that, can you also get kind of it's sort of an intuitive sense that there would be something essential that you haven't been able to convey about yourself in all those descriptions? That no matter how you were to conceive of yourself and then describe that to someone, or you could write about it, that when you'd exhausted all of that, do you get the sense that there would be something very essential about you, very intimate, very important, that you simply cannot describe? That is, in the truest sense of the word, inconceivable, undescribable? There's always this essential element that eludes, that evades description or interpretation. So in the Buddhist sense, when the Buddhists talk about emptiness, they're not talking about an empty box or our conventional idea of emptiness. What they're really talking about is something closer to, although not exactly, but very close to, an observation that everything, ourselves, life, everything we encounter, is, at the end of the day, no matter how sophisticated our descriptions are, there's something about everything that's undescribable, that's inconceivable. There's always something that eludes that last little grasp to fully define something. And when we come back into the essential, which at least to me is the real domain of spirituality, is really a deep investigation of the essential, and not just in an internal way, although it's a manner of speaking, an internal way, but also in terms of living from the essential, right? So when we really look towards that essential element of you, let's say, could pick anything, but we'll start with oneself. If you're paying attention right now, you will probably get an intuitive sense that there's something about you that you can't even describe to yourself, much less anybody else. And by the way, that doesn't just apply to people who have had no deep experience or awakening to their true nature. I'm including those of you who have awoken to your true nature, and maybe especially you, because the more spiritually aware or awake we are, I think the more obvious it is that our essential being is actually inconceivable.